Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick little video. This is separate from my other video that I'm going to be hopefully posting later tonight on the steps you're going to need to take to remove the OEM panel. The easiest method, and how to do this, and how to do that, how to fit the aftermarket, the Corvette Creationz fenders, and that sort of thing. Now, this has to do with some of the adjustability of the Corvette Creationz fenders. Now, keep in mind these are not OEM; it's fiberglass, so it's not urethane and it's not as bendable. So trying to get it to line up is a bit of a challenge. And it's not to say that the panel is misshaped or anything like that. It's just it's really much more harder to work with to get it to where you need to be. Now I'm pretty much got them close to where I want, but I did have trouble in some sticking points. And after speaking with Pete, um, he suggested something that I had already initially thought of that may help. Now I'm going to go over to the couple of sticking points that I had and something that you could try if you do want to try this endeavor on your own. And maybe it'll help you guys out. So as you can see, here's the panel, the back side of the panel. Now, one of the biggest problems that I had was with this area here at the top of the door. Uh, so every time you go to bolt, put your Torx in, you bolt it against the hood seam. This would want to come down and then it'd be fairly close to the door where you try opening the door and it actually touches. And it was a real pain in the ass to try to get that to line up. And I still need to make some minor adjustments to get it to where I want it to be and that sort of thing. So a couple of things that are going to dictate that is going to be this tab here. This tab is very integral to the fitment and the lateral movement, I'd say about here to here of your how it's going to line up. And then there's uh, this part here that goes into the rocker panel. So the bolt that goes in there is also going to play its role down here and how this area lines up. So every time you tighten one, you got to loosen this, and then that comes, doesn't line up, and you got to push, and so on and so forth. So it's going to take some time to adjust. So if you're going to try this on your own, you got to be patient. All right. So just be aware of that. Now, one thing that was mentioned, and I think Peter had mentioned it when these fenders first came out of the mold, is that this tab here, all right, was may have not been lined up properly the first time in the mold, so they did some adjustments. So the way it goes is just in front of the firewall, next to the door, there is a bracket, okay, with a metal tab, and this sits in front. Okay, so this sits in front. Now, as you can see, there is a little bit of give, but not much. It's nothing you want to force. You don't want to crack or break anything. So what I haven't tried, and I actually thought about it, and I spoke about it with Pete, and I think another forum member who already has installed, uh, made the same observation, and when he did it, he said it lined up better. So I haven't tried that yet. I may try it after I get them painted, or I may try it before. I haven't decided yet. So instead of mounting it this way, so when you're pushing it on, you put it in front here. Uh, you know, Instead, slip it in behind, because you can do that, behind the mounting point and the metal bracket instead, and the screw just goes in this way, and it give you just a little more adjustability because it'd be a little closer, and because it's slightly bent this way, it should give you more room for adjustment. So I haven't tried that yet. Uh, so if I do find, you know, that I still am playing around too much with it, then I'm going to try that. And again, it's not to say that it won't line up regardless, because I did get it pretty close to where I want. And when I say pretty close, I mean 99.9. I'm very, like anyone else, you want your car to be perfect. So I want all the seams to line up properly, perfectly, and that sort of thing. And one way or another, I'm going to get it to do that. Now, if I can't, for whatever reason, get it done, then I have a body person that could help me out and also give some pointers and that sort of thing. So that being said, if you're going to try this at home, be cognitive of those two main points of what I just showed you. They are going to play an integral part on how the piece is going to fit and how it's going to line up. Uh, right now, I had to actually use a couple spacers at where the torque screws are closest to the firewall. I think the first, second, and third torques. I put a couple of spaces in there together, lift it up to give me enough clearance so the door doesn't touch it and everything seems to line up all right. But there might be a better way. So again, if you're gonna try it, take that tip and give it a shot. And if you're having the same trouble as I did, and I think one other forum member, and yeah, so again, I'll report back. And if anyone has any questions, if there's something you want to know, shoot me a PM, put it up on the thread, and I'll do my best to address it as much as possible. And again, I'm in talks with Pete, and I'm giving him feedback as much as I can. So this way, no one gets frustrated, or hopefully no one gets frustrated, because it is frustrating. I won't lie, trying to get it to where you want to be. And again, it's not to say it's the panel. I think it's just the procedure. Uh, you know, it's pretty much, I'm new to this stuff as well, but we're gonna get it to work. So again, thanks for watching, and cheers, everyone.